Yes, hope this works. So yes, it's not really to have a go at the NES as such. The Famicom was probably a third of the price of what a Japanese Commodore 64 would have cost, and they did exist. I'm sure they're one of the rarest models to get though. Famously, the VIC 20 was launched in Japan first. It was called the VIC 1001 or something. Anyway, not sure how they got the Japanese characters in those massive fucking pixels. But anyway, but yeah, you know, I mean, basically the sprites on the C64 are better, but the sound is better. The CPU works out very similar actually. So it's only for 3D games because the NES has a proper layout for the video memory and it's got VRAM. So Elite would be faster. Please space the fuck off, thank you. So what it really comes down to is if you want to get four colours, four different colours next to each other on a scan line, you need to be using multicolour mode, and you can only mix multicolour and high res using a character based screen, and if you do that your background colour must be the same for the entire screen, which is not the case with a high res bitmap. You can have any two colours every 8x8 pixels across or down. And the multicolours that you can pick, two of them are fixed again for the entire screen unless you use rasters or something, so per scan line at least, which is very bad. And the only colour you can pick out of the four is one of them shit BBC Micro colours. So really the only thing the NES has over the C64 is backgrounds. That's it. But they have to use more sprites to draw bullets because you cannot just whiz a bullet character up on the background, because you have to think about which of the four background tile palettes you've got and which one you're going to use every time you go over it. It's a bit weird. It's a bit like the attributes on the Spectrum. It's not really like on the Commodore 64 where they do it, where they just move things in 8x8 pixel things anyway, and they just change the free colour of the high res or the multicolour thing. Very easy to do actually. You wouldn't even notice. Right, Shockway Riders are the pick of the street gangs. Athletic, aggressive and arrogant. So if you remove the athletic, they're a lot like me then really. As they cruise along the triple speed moving walkways that circle the great mega cities of the 21st century. Ooh, Judge Dredd. Bit of Judge Dredd there. If there was a zombie version of Judge Dredd, it would be Judge Dead. That's copyright me. What's that bloke's name? Not the Nicotero one, the other one. I can't remember. Fucking Walking Dead is down the toilet, mate. The last episode of the season was basically a bonus episode. I don't really need to know the entire backstory of Negan for 41 minutes out of a 41.5 minute fucking episode. It's really not what I want. He's not really helping the situation. Because the episode before that, or maybe two before that, there was a real cliffhanger. I'm like, what the fuck are these episodes here? Anyway, the ultimate aim of every rider is to go full circle. I bet George Costanza would have liked this game. He had a thing about, the airport conveyor belt walkway type things, having them on the sidewalk, as it's known there. We call it the pavement. So you must fight off block boys, the cops, the vigilantes, as well as negotiating the speed traps. Anyway, FTL games are mostly shit, so I'll have to see about this one. I'll stop to get out of it. Yep. I could put the contrast up, but this picture's so shit it's not worth the wear and tear on the tube of my TV. Horrible! That's fucking rubbish, mate. That'd be rubbish on the Spectrum. Actually, that font looks suspiciously like the Spectrum font. Fuck you, FTL. And Gargoyle, I'm sure they did loads of those crappy Spectrum games. Well, maybe Spectrum owners think they're great, but they're a bit too colour for me. Okay, you're depacting, you're doing anything. No. No, we're going to have to say no now. Fucking lined up now. So more rubbish graphics, digitised with that BBC Micro digitiser. So the music is shit, so I'll have thank you. That's shit music, that is. I think they go at different speeds, I think that's the thing. So it's kind of like Frogger, I suppose. Can I beat them up? Punch them and you kick them. Ah, fuck off. We coming on the fucking... Well, the graphics are better than Light Force, although that's not exactly difficult. Oh, you can beat them up. But I've got limited shots. So I suppose this is the best one to go on. I don't know if you get reset to a different position though. Perhaps we can do... Oh no! You can't actually shoot them because they're too low. Oh, it's an interesting game. It's like Demon Driver by Palitoy. With some music, really. I've got to use the joystick. Oh, fuck off. What the fuck is going on out there, mate? So I picked something up. Let's hope it's a fucking bargain bucket from KFC. I'm starving, mate. Right, so I'll just avoid them stupid things. As soon as they touch me, what are they fucking made out of radioactive shit? So it's interesting the way they change the scrolling depending what one you go on. So the graphics are better than FTL. These are sort of acceptable, I guess. They're nowhere near what Risk is like. I haven't found Risk, so I haven't got the instructions, so we're not playing that. Well, I definitely played it on this particular model of TV, and that's important. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why can't I just hold down the fire button and point backwards and forwards? So anyway, someone just changed fucking form. Oh, I can do that, alright then. Okay, I suppose this game is alright. The music is worse than Light Force, but the graphics are not as bad. Apart from this bullshit here. Oh fuck. Probably the fucking courier driver. And he's like, here mate, you want to stand in front of this BBC Micro while I take a video capture? Yeah, well, I'll be famous of it. Yeah, anyway, you get the idea.